Now, to give you a quick reference on the fruits that I, with the help of God, have been creating since I've been receiving this guidance within over the last few years, which I call the Holy Spirit, a quick reference to help give you value and serious thought to the message I am about to share. Let's quickly back up to the 2020 lockdowns. I was in the middle of writing my first book, just purchased all the equipment to create my online addiction and self-sabotage programs, and about to start getting to work on recording. Suddenly, I feel this calling within. Tell me to put all my business aside, stop taking on clients, put all my desires aside, and devote myself fully in service to the people in need, free of charge. I felt God's voice guiding me to do this. Put an announcement out to your following. 4 free fitness classes every week, open to everyone, no matter the restrictions. I'll give you further guidance soon. Have faith, I will provide you with everything you need. Now, this was at the time when lockdown measures demanded that we couldn't have more than one person over at our home or even in our yard. This was also at a time that I had just emptied my bank account on all this equipment to create my programs, and most definitely was not in the situation to stop bringing in an income. But God's calling was too strong to ignore. I put everything down and made the announcement. Days after, I had 50 people showing up for free fitness classes when they had nowhere else to go. It didn't take long for the police to show up either. I held my ground and we pushed through despite police attempting to scare me into shutting down repeatedly, alongside writing me ticket after ticket after ticket. Now, I should mention my home is next to one of the busiest streets in Winnipeg, beside a public parking lot that is higher in elevation, providing police and anyone else with perfect view into the yard. Now, I know now God placed me in this home for a specific reason on what we did here. It also happens to be built on the land where Louis Riel took his stand against the Canadian government. The stand I took was to be as public as possible. That message was clear. Not only giving people a place to focus on health and community, but also inspiring others to say no to that which was being pushed on us and start standing up for each other. Then further guidance came. Open up a free weekly kids bootcamp class on top of the 4 current classes you opened up. Done. In the first week, we had nearly 50 kids here. The next message came. Host a bi-weekly family party to bring more people together. Done. We had around 200 people attend, most of them enjoying dance lessons, open mic night, axe throwing, and more. Then the next message came. I've sent 2 men to assist you, one a mobility coach, the other a kickboxing coach. Open up weekly classes for both of them. Done. We officially had a free class every day of the week minus Sunday, and with God's help, I was able to help bring other leaders into the spotlight, inspiring even more people to do something similar. Then the next message came. Organize a weekly bicycle ride for those intimidated by your boot camps. Done. We officially had a free health-related event every day of the week. Now, this goes on, but I want to keep this part short for you, just giving you some reference on the fruits that I have created with the help of God from this force that's been guiding me from within. Winter came. I was guided to build a winter wonderland for all the kids who were shut out from the world they once knew. It was a huge hit. Then I was guided to get rid of my dining room table, other furniture, and open up the inside of my home for kids' classes throughout the winter since they had no extracurricular activities to attend. Done. We soon had 30 to 40 kids inside my small home every weekday night doing kickboxing, creative play, and learning valuable real-world skills for myself and other educators God brought to me. People who came to this home not only improved their physical health from the actions I took following this guidance within, they improved their mental health, they found sanity in an insane world, they found new friends and family after losing most, if not all, for the views they had during the 2020 crisis. They found hope, they found relief, they found support, and many found their path to God after I openly shared why I did what I did, how I did all this because this guiding force inside, and how God fulfilled his promise to make sure I was supported and provided for. We created a community that had a ripple effect across the world, building hope, faith, confidence, strength, love, and unity across the nations for all those who followed along with the videos we shared. Now, with God leading me, I also help people break free from addictions and self-sabotaging behaviors. Addiction and self-sabotage work was the first calling I heard from God many years ago. Now the third calling here, after the 2020 to 2022 events, is to tie it all together. I see that now, and highlighting what we learned during the 2020 crisis to help bring people closer together to our Creator, closer to the truth, closer to all of us unifying and rising up, language and the barriers we've created. Let's start with God, the Creator, Source, the universe. You or somebody you know is probably turned off by one of these labels while drawn to another. Let's break down what I've been shown by what I feel is the Spirit of Christ. I've been shown a lot and have been guided to study specific root words in their original language to answer the calling of breaking down these ridiculous barriers we've set up. Many people get triggered by one of these words, and for good reason, which I will shine a light on that reason soon. People will get so triggered they lash out at others who use one of these labels that they don't agree with. At the very least, they close themselves off from fully sharing God's love and calling to help each other develop a closer relationship with our Creator. They close themselves off from fully working together with those who are ultimately seeking the same thing, whether they are aware of that yet or not. We are getting in each other's way. Did you know that none of these labels are used by the original authors of the biblical text? Join me on my journey as I continue to follow this guidance from within, which I call the Spirit of Christ, as I not only help us get past our self-sabotaging behaviors, addictions, and divide and fear, but as well unpack these ancient teachings in their original languages alongside documented history and what that may tell us. All my messages are designed to help us rise up to our highest calling, inviting respectful conversation and encouraging us to develop the same love, faith, and devotion that Christ had.